What happens when you mix country clubs and murder? This shitty movie. I'm the Lifetime Guy, and this is Murder at the Country Club. Inspired by true events? What's the true event? That country clubs exist?
Yes.
We start off at a country club where this sketchy guy named Frank is hanging out after hours with a hooker.
Come on, Frankie.
Oh, God. Now look what you did.
What did she do? What are you doing? Playing golf? It's pitch black out. You're using a lantern just to see. Like, what are you doing?
Stop it.
So she's dead.
We have a problem.
The next day, we meet our main character, Cassie, starting her first day as assistant manager at Pinecrest Country Club, replacing a woman named Lisa who mysteriously went missing.
Well, that sucks.
Cassie's dad, who was a member at Pinecrest, checks in on her before heading out to play, where he runs into Frank, whose clubs are barely hanging on, and we find out that he is the president of the country club.
Nelson, party of 4, please report to the first tee. Nelson, party of 4, please report to the first tee.
That's my group.
Okay, that wasn't even close to sounding like an announcement over a loudspeaker.
Nelson, party of 4, please report to the first tee.
And Nelson, party of 4? What is this, a restaurant? No starter at a golf course would ever phrase it like that. He would either say Nelson Group or Nelson Group of 4.
There's no party.
I gotta go.
What is that? No wonder Frank's golf clubs were falling over a moment ago. They're being held on by a string, like a Christmas tree fastened to the top of a car. What country club makes you do that? And he's the president. This isn't even the kind of golf cart you would take out onto a golf course, which are specifically designed with straps to hold a golf bag. This is just a passenger golf cart with a golf bag tied to it. Inside the clubhouse, Cassie confronts her boss, Ava.
So I checked with the bank, and the operations account is empty.
Well, I'm just headed out to a meeting, but I'll look into that when I get back.
Great.
Ava acts like she just found out that the water fountain is broken. No money in your operations account is a huge deal. That means you can't pay your bills, you can't pay your employees, you don't have money for anything. Cassie is introduced to a caddy named Milo who used to date Lisa, the assistant manager before her, who went missing. At home, where Milo lives with other caddies from the club, he talks to one named Owen who's working on an application for a caddy scholarship. He's like, I heard this one caddy who got a scholarship is now making 6 figures at a financial firm. And Milo's like, are you sure about that? And Owen's all, yeah, check it out.
It's right here on their website.
What is this fake-ass website? Why does it look like a cartoon and not a regular web browser? Where's the search bar? Pinecrest.ru? .ru is a domain extension specific to Russia.
What?
Why is the article in all caps? And what country club would just publicly share this guy's personal information, like how much he's making, in their dumbass newsletter? Milo responds by showing Owen this article.
So they raise a ton of money.
Yeah, but they only awarded 2 scholarships. What is that in tuition, like $35K each? That's what? 140,000 times 2. They brought in 935,000. Where's the rest of the money?
Probably in an account, so they can fund scholarships for years to come. Who said they had to spend all the money right away? But the best part of the scene by far is how the beer, which clearly has a real label on it when Milo goes to grab one in the fridge, is then masked with a plain orange label because the movie wasn't allowed to show the branding due to copyright.
Whoops.
Cassie meets Tracy, the sister of Lisa, who doesn't believe that her sister would just disappear.
I know something happened to her.
Later, the movie cuts to a caddy making out with a girl at the country club and a dead body face down in the water like 10 feet away from them, but they never see it.
Yeah, why would they?
Cassie sees Frank talking to Vanessa, a club owner and madam who oversees a group of prostitutes like the one he accidentally killed in the beginning, and tells him,
She was my best earner. Because of you, my business is way down. You owe me. This is not settled.
It sounds pretty serious.
That night, a bunch of caddies drink at their hangout by the 16th hole, which is confirmed by a caddy named Jeb a few scenes later.
Yeah, we
Had a little party at the 16th hole last night.
Remember that for later.
Okay, I will.
Meanwhile, Milo sneaks up on Cassie in her office to tell her
Someone is embezzling from the scholarship fund.
How?
Large donations are made, but the money is unaccounted for.
how the f does he know? What is he, their accountant?
No.
Has he seen any of their financial statements?
No.
He joins the others down by the creek for some brewskis, and after one sip, starts drunkenly sharing all of his ideas.
You want to know what I really think happened to Lisa? She found evidence of their scam, and they got to her.
Still pushing that story, Milo?
I'm gonna find out what's going on, and I'm actually gonna do something about it.
Sure, pal.
At a club, Frank tries to work out a deal with Vanessa where she can bring all of her girls to his country club's big golf tournament next week.
And how does that work?
We can have a tent set up off to the side where the gentlemen can engage not only in golf gossip, but also in the services your ladies provide.
What? Been to a few golf tournaments in my day, never seen anything like that. Jeb calls Frank to inform him that Milo is suspicious of the caddy scholarship program.
Relax. I'm not that worried about a pissed off caddy.
But he is.
We have a problem.
Cassie arrives at work to find out that Milo was involved in a hit and run and is in a coma.
Those are the worst!
Cassie's boyfriend Jamie, who to this point I haven't talked about because he's extremely boring, begins looking into the disappearance of Lisa because he's a journalist for the Gateway Gazette. Frank meets Vanessa at her club, who says she wants a cut of next week's tournament profits on top of the earnings from whoring out her whores to his members.
That is not how this works.
You owe me. Remember?
None of this matters, by the way, because this is the last time we see Vanessa in the movie, and none of the side plot about him owing her money is ever brought up again.
Whatever.
Jamie sits down with Tracy at a coffee shop to learn more about her missing sister, and tells her that Milo is in the hospital.
It all adds up.
What do you mean?
They got Lisa. Milo is her friend, and now they want to shut him up too. It's obvious that they're doing this. I'm probably next.
Tracy.
No, I'm not safe here.
Now, in real life, no criminal would risk getting caught in order to silence this woman. She doesn't know anything, she's not snooping around, she's not harassing anyone, she's not even really getting the police involved. She just wants to know what happened to her sister, which is natural. There's no reason she would be next. But this is a Lifetime movie, so you're goddamn right she's next. While driving, Tracy tries calling her mom.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Gonna come stay for a few days.
How can she be leaving a voicemail if her mom's phone is actively still ringing? What is she, just talking to herself?
Yep.
That's when Tracy notices that her brakes have been cut. Somehow, it never showed anyone tampering with them. In fact, this is her car parked right outside at the coffee shop. We know that because we see her run out to it when she leaves. So when did someone cut her brakes? Obviously not when she was in the coffee shop, or they would have seen that. And if her brakes were cut before she got to the coffee shop, she definitely would have noticed on the drive over there. So when did they cut the brakes? Just because your brakes are cut doesn't mean you have to start driving like an asshole. Why is she jerking the wheel that severely? And why was she even applying the brakes in the first place? She's driving on an open road with no reason to stop or even slow down. Cassie accuses the country club of embezzling money and is fired.
Get out of here.
She goes to visit Milo, who once again reaffirms
They're embezzling money from the club.
How do you know that?
he doesn't. Jeb tells Cassie that before Lisa went missing, Frank ordered him to follow her around because she was digging into the country club's finances.
Like, didn't we know that already?
Yeah, pretty much. That night, Lisa sneaks back into Pinecrest, determined to print off 2 documents from the copier that Lisa tried printing off before she went missing, thinking it will uncover the truth about the scandal that's been going on at the country club. In fact, she's tried a few times during the movie already, but it requires a password that she doesn't know. She uses a key, which I guess they didn't take back from her when they fired her, selects Lisa's name on the copier, and Prints off the document? Why does it now suddenly work? Why isn't it password protected like it was the other 2 times in the movie? Why go out of your way to show it needing a password earlier and then not require one now? It makes no sense. Not to mention, she doesn't even push a real button to print the documents. She just presses a blank space on the screen and it somehow prints. After she prints off the documents, she overhears Ava and Frank in the other room talking about stealing $2 million from the club through membership dues and the scholarship fund. How has no one else caught on to this? Why hasn't the accounting team noticed? Why hasn't the country club's board? Yes, they have a board.
I did have to stick my neck out for her with the board.
Ava has a meeting with the board.
Checking to see how the board meeting went.
Whose job it is to oversee operations and budget. Why haven't they noticed? Why is it up to the stupid assistant manager like dead Lisa and now Cassie and this idiot caddy who's just saying shit without proof to figure it out? Probably because it makes no sense. Cassie's phone conveniently starts buzzing from an incoming call, and she's discovered by Frank and Ava. Ava pulls out a gun, drives Cassie out onto the golf course, makes her take her shirt off, and is going to have Frank beat her up so it looks like she was killed while going for a shirtless walk on the golf course.
That makes sense.
Frank tries to stop Ava,
Ava, we gotta let her go. We'll take our chances in court.
because apparently he didn't know that Ava was behind the disappearance of Lisa, he didn't know Ava was responsible for the hit and run on Milo, and he didn't know Ava was behind cutting Tracy's brakes. He's just an idiot who thought all of that was a coincidence.
Good old Frank puts his foot in it again.
Ava shoots Frank and is about to murder Cassie, but is tackled by Tracy.
Wow, what a tackle!
Keep the gun on her! You okay? Yeah, no, I can't believe it's you.
Neither can I. How the hell did you find her out there? Jamie is there too and calls the police.
Where is she? Where is my sister? She's in the pond by the 16th green.
Wait. That was Lisa face down in the water by the 16th green? It's one thing for these 2 idiots to unexplainably not see her while making out just feet from her, but then there's a whole group of people hanging out there.
Had a little party at the 16th hole last night.
How do none of them notice her? She's not even submerged. She's sticking like a foot out of the water. The movie cuts to Ava being arrested and an article about the scandal posted by the Gateway Gazette. First of all, you need a comma between the words money and sex. Otherwise, it just reads money sex. What is money sex? Is it people having sex on top of money? Is it money having sex with other money? Also, who took this front page photo of Ava getting arrested? There isn't a photographer in sight, not even someone holding an iPhone. And why did Cassie get credit for writing the article? She doesn't even work there. Her boyfriend Jamie does. What kind of shit is that?
Who cares?